What's up guys, this is Jake, and in this video I'm going to be showing you how to create a Facebook business page for your business. And this is going to be applicable no matter what type of business you have, whether you have a local business or an online business, whatever type of business you have, this is going to be applicable for you. So with that said, let's go ahead and get started. So the first thing you're going to need to do is to go ahead and log into your Facebook account, your personal Facebook account. And you're going to come up here to the top bar and click create, and then we're going to go ahead and click on page right here. And you can see once we get here we have two options. We can either create a business or brand, or we can create a community or public figure. So in this case we're going to be selecting business or brand, so we're going to click get started. And then right here we have to go ahead and name our page. So right here you're just going to go ahead and put in your business name. So in this example we'll just do this. So let's say you're a local coffee shop, so we'll go ahead and put that in here. And then right here we need to select our category. So what you do is you go ahead and type in a word or two to go ahead and describe your page. So in this case we would be a restaurant, and then right here you can go ahead and put your address. So if you're a local business, a physical business, then you go ahead and put your address in here. So I'm going to go ahead and just put in a sample address. And then you can put in a phone number for your business if you have that as well. And then right here you can also go ahead and click to not show your address if you don't want people to be able to see where you're located. But if you're a small physical local business, you're going to want to keep your address visible. And then we can go ahead and click continue. And then right here, the next step we need to do is go ahead and upload a profile picture. So the profile picture, in the majority of cases, is just going to be your logo. So if you already have a business established, then you likely already have a logo. So this is where you're going to upload it here. Now, the recommended format for this is going to be 180 by 180 pixels. However, any type of evenly cropped square photo will work fine. So this is where you can go ahead and upload your logo here. So I'll go ahead and click this, and I'll go ahead and just upload an example logo here. And the next step would be to go ahead and upload a cover photo. But what I'm going to go ahead and do is I'm going to skip this, and I'm going to show you how to do this in a second, because I'm going to show you how you can create one. So I'm going to click skip for now, just that way we can see our page right here. So now we can see that the logo we've uploaded is right here, and you can see this is where the cover photo is, which is what we're going to do next. So if you already have a banner or some sort that you want to put up here, you can put that here. And the recommended size for cover photos is going to be 828 by 315 pixels. But in this video I'm going to show you how you can go ahead and create your own banner if you don't have one. So what you're going to do is you're going to head over to a site called Canva and create an account real quick. It's free, but I'm already signed in for this case. And then once you are signed in, we're going to go ahead and click here and search for Facebook cover. And you can see that when we click on it right here, it's going to automatically pick the correct sizing. And we could go ahead and start out with a blank one, or we can go ahead and select a template here. So depending on what type of business you have, they might already have a template that fits your business. So I'm going to go ahead and just scroll down a little bit and see, and you can see we scroll down a bit and we can see that here's one that might fit for this example, which is a coffee shop. So if you find one that fits your business, you can just click it to go ahead and open it up. And we'll go ahead and bring up the editor here. So Canva is pretty easy to use. If you're using a template, you can just click on anything here to go ahead and edit it. So in this case, I could click on this and change the name to our business name here. And we can go ahead and click down here as well and change this, so we could put in our hours. So let's say I'm open from 5 to 11, and then we could put something else here like open 7 days a week, and you can put whatever you want in these templates here. And if you're working with a blank template, then obviously you can go ahead and put in whatever background image you want. Now, even if you like one of these templates and the background image isn't super related to your business, what you can do is you can actually just click on the background image and get rid of it right here, and then you could go ahead and put your own in by coming down here to upload and uploading your own background image, if that is what you wanted to do. But for the sake of this example, we're going to stick with the template because it already works and fits with our business pretty well. So I'm going to go and click undo to bring this back. And once we fill out this information here, I'm going to come up here to download, and you're going to download it as a PNG, and then we're just going to click download. And we can go ahead and X this out. And then what we're going to do is head back over to the Facebook page, and then we're going to click add a cover, and then we are going to upload photo or video, and I'm going to go ahead and select the cover photo that we just created, and you can see that now it uploads. We click save, and we are good to go. So now at this point we have our page created, we have our logo up, and we have our cover photo up. So the next thing we want to do is go ahead and add a button. So we're going to click right here on add a button, and you can see there's a few different options here, and essentially the button is just going to be a call to action. So depending on the type of business you have, that's going to affect which type of button you want to use. So you can see, like, if we open up book, let's say you have like a hair cutting company right here, and you have something where people need to book appointments up front, you can go ahead and use this button. Or if we have something here, if you just want people to contact you, which is more of a broad one that works for almost any business, we can select any of these. Or we can go down here to learn more about your business, so we can have a learn more button. Or if you're an online store or an e-commerce store, we can go ahead and do shop now. So we can do shop now, purchase gift card, or see offers. So in this case, we're just going to do learn more and then click next. And then what we're going to do is we're going to send people that click this button over to our website link. And then this is just where you put your website. So once we have our website link in here, you'll just click save and finish. And now we have our button set up, so we have our call to action set up. So at this point, our Facebook page, business page, is looking pretty good, but now we're going to go into settings, and I'm going to show you a couple of things that you can go ahead and edit and change in here. So if we bring up settings, we don't really need to mess with anything inside of the general section. So I'm going to come down here to messaging, because this is the first thing that you could actually edit. So the main thing that you would be editing in here is actually the messenger. So the main thing we'd be editing in here is the automated responses. So if you're not always available to respond to messages that your business page gets, we can go ahead and set up some automated responses. So we can just click set up right here. And you can see that we can have an away message automatically set up. So if we are away, and no one's available to respond to the questions you're getting right away, you can go ahead and set up an away message, and we can set up an instant reply. So this would instantly greet customers. So as soon as they send the message, you can go ahead and set up an automated reply. We can go ahead and set up frequently asked questions, and we can go ahead and set up a few other things like reminders, like if somebody has appointments scheduled, etc., etc. So the different types of automated responses that you set up is going to vary depending on the type of business you have. So we're not going to go through all of these because editing each individual message, it's the same process. So you would just go through here and figure out which messages apply to your business and go ahead and add them in. So the away message and the instant reply, I would say, are going to apply to almost every single business, so I would recommend setting those up. So after we've done that, we can go ahead and go back and go into the next section of settings, which is going to be page info. So this is where we can go ahead and add a lot more information about our business. So right here, we can go ahead and add a short description about our business, which is going to go ahead and show up on the business page. So we could go ahead and just put something like so you would just go ahead and put a brief description about your business in here, and then we could go ahead and click Save Changes. And then here's where we could add additional categories if you want. So you don't have to do this, but if your business meets multiple categories, you can go ahead and do that. And then this is where we can go ahead and add our contact phone number. So if your business has a phone number, you go ahead and put that in here. And then this is where we can put our website. So the same website we put in before, we'll go ahead and put that in again. And then click Save. And then you can see right here, this isn't an actual real site, so it's not going to go ahead and work. However, in your case, when you put in your actual site, it's going to work, but I don't actually own this site, so that's why it's showing up with an error. And then down here, this is where you can put in your business email. So you can put in your primary outreach email, whatever email you want people to contact regarding like questions, appointments, etc. That's the email you're going to want to put here. And then down here, if you're a local business and you only service a certain area, you can go ahead and add the neighborhoods or which regions of the area you go ahead and service. And then down here, lastly, we can go ahead and edit our hours. So if you're always open, like an online or e-commerce store, for example, you would put that. If you're more of a local business, you go ahead and put your hours in here. So you could just select which days you're open, and then you could come in here and go ahead and edit the time. And you can change the hours individually each day. And then once you go ahead and set that up, you would just go ahead and click Save. And then the last thing down here is the price range. You could select what type of price range you're in, and this is only going to apply to certain businesses, but let's say we were a high-end coffee house, for example, we could put the 3 stars, or if we were more of a budget coffee house, we could put the 1 star, the 1 money bar, and then we go ahead and click Save. And at that point, we're done with page info. And the next thing I'm going to show you here is page roles. So we actually don't need to go through all of these when initially creating our page, which is good because it's going to save you a lot of time. So right here, this is where if you have any managers or other people that you want to add in to help manage your page. So if you hired somebody to manage your social media, for example, this is where you could go ahead and add them in. So you type in their Facebook name. So you type in their Facebook name or their email, and then you could give them different admin privileges. So you can make them an admin, which would give them full control over the page, as much control as you have, or you could give them editor, which allows them to edit a bunch of different things on your page, or you can give them advertiser, which lets them just post stuff on your page and do advertisements, etc., etc. Or there could be a moderator, which like filters out comments and stuff on your post. So depending on what you want this person to do, that's the level access, you would grant them right here, and you would just go ahead and add them in, and they would have to accept it, and then they'd be good to go. And the last thing that we're going to set up in here is we're going to click on Instagram, and this is where if you already have a Instagram business page, you would go ahead and just connect it here by clicking connect account. And if you don't have one, then I'm actually going to be showing you guys how to set that up in one of my next videos. So with that said, once we've set everything up here, the last thing you want to do is come to general, and then you just want to come up here to page visibility and click edit, and you just want to confirm that your page is published. As you can see, our page is already published, so we're good to go. But if yours isn't, you just want to make sure that the page visibility is set to published, and then click save, and then your page is up and running and good to go. So now we're coming back here to the main page, and there's only one more thing we want to do, and I'm going to go ahead and show you that now, and that's going to be to create a page username. So you can see up here on the URL we have facebook.com/Jake's Coffee House, and then hyphen all these numbers in the URL. So we kind of want to clean that up. So in order to do that, you'd want to create a username for your page, because that's going to give us a nice clean URL that would look more like this, and that looks a lot better. So we're going to go ahead and click create page username, and then this is where you would just go ahead and put your business in. And you're going to see right now it's going to say that you're not eligible to create a username, and that's because brand new Facebook pages are not eligible to create usernames right away. You have to have a certain amount of likes. So in order to create a username, you're going to need 25 likes on your page. So in order to do that, I would recommend as soon as you create your page, go ahead and invite all your family and all of your friends and anyone that has any experience with your business to go ahead and like your page. You can probably get all these 25 likes within the first day of creating this page, and go ahead and just send out the page to everyone you know, get them to like it, and then once you get 25, come back here, create the username, and then you're going to be good to go. And then from there, it's just about managing the page, so putting posts up and responding to messages, etc., etc. And learning how to do that is a topic for another video. So with that said, that's going to be it for this video. If you enjoyed it, go ahead and leave the video a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel for more content, and I will see you guys in the next video.